Hello and welcome to another Demis Hellen tutorial. We're going to take a look at the kick drum today. In the previous video, if you haven't already seen it, we took a look at the three leads and how we layered them using Spire, Massive and Synth 1. So if you want to see that, it's on screen now. And the kick drum was a little bit flabby, is probably the way I'd say. It seemed to disappear and fade in and out, and it had like a phase issue with some of the samples I were using, so I changed some of the samples. And it didn't really fix it because the kick wasn't really made for the track. It was just chosen to pace the melody whilst I was building it. So, rebuilt it with this kick, and it suits it a lot better. So what we're going to do is we are going to isolate the kick, and that is what we are going to sort of recreate today. So we have an initialized preset through kick 2 here, and this is your typical like big room kick, I suppose, with just your one synth on and off, but it's not my cup of tea. So we are going to build a trance kick. So the kick drum actually is needs to be in B flat because the whole chord system is built on B flat. So don't get confused when you see me put my note on A sharp. That is still B flat. It's just it doesn't show it because you can't choose a key on here. But it is B flat because we've already got an A in the scale, so we know it's a B flat. So we're going to start here to add some click, and we're just going to drag it out a little bit from the side till we get a bit of click. I'd say that's sufficient. Sounds good. And then we have these nodes here. So we're at 701 milliseconds. I think it was around the 800 mark. Okay, on my other one. Okay, and I had the low end hitting B flat as well here. And then we have this center section here. You know, you can add as many points as you want here. So like the higher you go, it goes to this horrible squelch sound. And that goes like, you can hear it pitch bending down to a really low note. And if you position it right, you get a nice bit of body in there. Then you can put another one in and add a bit of whoop or a bit of lower note. Or you can define the body like that. If you take that note away, that node, just adds a little bit of difference. It's changing the pitch of all different areas of your kick. So we only add one node in here, and we're going to tune it to D sharp. So around 311 hertz. This is around the 58 to 57 hertz. I think we can actually hit 57 if we tried, but we can't. Not today. And that's pretty much it for the kick. Then I just had that going down. Sounds good. And then you just choose, this is the layering section here. So on this layering section, you can add clicks, effects, hards, hats, house, live, noises, blah, 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 loads of different things. I tend to use hats the most. I tend to go around for the hats around this area. They sound really good. 30 to like 35-ish. See, that's quite a good one. Maybe I'm going to sway to that I use that one in the original preset. And then just down a bit there. So it's just balancing it really. It's just layering. That's all it is. There's nothing different. So from there, it's all about the amp shaping. And what this does is obviously shape and define how your kick reacts. At the moment, it's just a big boom, 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 boom. It's got a long extra tail on it. And what we want to do is just change how that sounds. So, what I'm going to do is bring up this front of the amp so you get the full extent of the click. Because basically what this is attack, sustain, decay and release, but with more nodes in between. So we want a really fast attack to get that click coming through. It sounds really good. And then what I'm going to do is reduce this bit here so you can see this squidge. you've put this back in, it takes some of the boxiness out. It just takes that harmonic out and lets the click and then a boom, which gives it a more defined sound. So I'm just going to now bring these together, and it's all about taste. There isn't anything, no secrets to what I've done here. Let's just have something like, it's got a bit of boom on it, but what we're going to do is bring the release in. We'll fade that down. That sounds pretty good. Okay, and then you can just mess around. You can add some more layers if you want. I tend not to put any more than one layer on, really, but if you wanted to get it extra feisty, and then obviously if you just want to get rid of the after section, you can layer more up, and you have your controls here. You can change the pitch, the length, the start point, and whether you have a low or a high pass on it. So we're putting a high pass, so only the higher frequencies are coming through, and you do have a panning knob in there as well, and you can invert the phase as well if you so wish to do so. Those put the samples into the same key as how you're doing that. That sounds pretty good. I like that. We have that one turned on. And then from there, you've got the option to shape the click here, and your second click, and your third click if you had one. And that is obviously it for the top section. So in the EQ, it comes with the low mid reduced anyway. So I'm just going to widen that Q. So if you hear, it gets rid of some of that boxiness. I've talked about this in previous videos as well. I have done a whole kick building with bass and everything video as well, so you can see that on screen now if you want to go and check that out after you've watched this. And then it's up to you. You can put some extra distortion on. I'm just going to turn it up a tad. And you can put some compression on there. So if we have a ratio of 3:1, slowish attack. Emphasize your clicks, and then you can limit your output slightly. So that is the kick. That is pretty much the kick that we have in there. So let's just have a listen to everything else. Let's just mute the original kick and put this one in. Just adds that nice element of warmness in there. Let's listen to the original here. Let's mute that one. So obviously there's more processing to blend it into the track on that one. That's just full volume at the moment. So it sounds really good. I'm impressed with that. So these kicks will be available in a pack at some point for you to download, should you want to download them. And I hope that you've learned something from it. If you have, let me know in the comments. I'm always going to get back to you. It's one of my first priorities when I go on the YouTube app, is just go through all the comments and get back to everybody on the comments section. Also, hit like if you think it deserves a like, and does it fit Uplifting Trance? Let me know. Finally, subscribe, 2 videos per week minimum on a variety of trance topics. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.